Hey Siri, read from the headline archives.
Donald Trump denies paying a Russian prostitute to urinate on him on videotape. Quote Donald Trump, I haven't had a Russian piss mistress since that oligarch's wife gave me Peyronie's disease in St. Petersburg.
What? There's no way he said that.
He added, that's why my learning curve always points to the Kremlin.
What? No, this is a joke. He didn't call his the learning curve.
Former Vice President Mike Pence was quoted as saying, locker room talk isn't very Christian, which is why all White House locker rooms have been equipped with miniature statues of St. Jerome.
No.
The
what?
patron saint of webcams.
That doesn't even make sense.
As inflation continues to rise, and the dollar drops, Alan Greenspan tells USA Today that driving an armored Brinks truck is finally the safest job in America.
That's just troubling.
Coming up next.
No, Siri, stop reading headlines.
6 pommel horse blooper reels that made this retired police officer happy to be a quadriplegic.
Alexa, how do I get Siri to stop reading headlines?
Figure it out yourself, jerk off.
This is Radio Detritus.
Well. This is Mr. Bullshit and Dr. I'm Full Shit.
Broadcasting live.
Only on the internet.
You think I give a shit if you guys go to prison, huh? I've been to prison. Prison of drugs, alcohol, and sick thoughts. I used to have sick thoughts.
My name is Nico White. I made a very simple goal, and that is to mind my business at the highest level possible. Soon as I walked into the barbershop, my barber go, hey man, you see this shit with Dwayne Wade's son? No, that's not my business. My barber go, Dwayne Wade had a son that was born a boy, but now at 11 years old, his son say, I'm a woman on the inside. So now when he get older, he gonna chop his dick off and he gonna become a woman. Now, ain't that shit weird? I'm here for a fade, man. A little off the side, square in the back. What are you doing right now? Do you realize that it's only 10:02 in the morning? Do you know that? Do you know I smoked the sativa before I came here? Do you know that? Do you know how paranoid I am right now? And you gonna ask me that cancelable ass question in front of all these mirrors in this barbershop? Do you know how many me's I see in either direction right now? I'm here for a fade, man. Little off the side, square in the back. My barber didn't flinch. Ain't that shit weird? Yeah, it's weird. Did you know what an 11-year-old you not related to want to do with they dick? That's very weird. I'm just saying. I have a nephew that's 11. Know what I know about him? He 11, and that's where it stopped. I don't know nothing extra. I don't know his name. I don't know his birthday. And I don't know his dick aspirations, but he 11. When I said that, my barber goes, all right, Mr. Holier Than Thou, what if it was your son? What if it was my son? I'd still need a fade. But you want to play hypotheticals with me? I do that all day, brother. Let's do that. What if it was my son? I can see that. I can see me walking to my son's room, knocking on his door. Hey, baby boy, look here. Your pop is tired. Would you mind taking the garbage out for me, big dog? I'd really appreciate that. Dad. Yeah, what's going on? Dad, I'm a woman on the inside. I just asked you to take out the garbage. Did you know it was only 10:02 in the morning right now? Did you know that? You know I smoked the sativa before I came in here. You ever notice how many mirrors you got in your room? I'll be right back, kid. Hey, baby girl, would you mind taking that garbage out for your Popeye?
Initializing cordless phone scan in your area. Initializing cordless phone scan in your area.
Let's see. It says, what are the most masculine and least masculine things about me? Well, I started a company that sells custom axe sharpeners for the various axes you might use to chop different types of wood. See, like, cedar has a lot more give than maple, so the type of axe you would want is best sharpened with aluminum oxide instead of silicone carbide. But the least masculine thing about me is that Bridgerton gives me hot flashes.
So you can go to Sandy's house to watch the tennis match?
Sandy Cohen?
No, Sandy Hofstetler.
Sandy Hofstetler. I don't know who that is.
Wait, is this 323-919-4355?
No.
Oh, sorry. I have the wrong number.
So you're not going out?
No, I don't know who you are, man.
Oh, oh man. Wow, so we don't know each other.
No. Sorry. Bye.
911, what's your emergency?
I lost the kid I'm babysitting.
It's all right. We're going to send someone over. What happened?
We were playing hide and seek, and I've been seeking for like 3 hours. I can't keep seeking.
You're sure you checked the whole house?
Yes, but he's not normal. Connor went to magic camp.
What does that mean?
It's an illusionist camp. They like escape stuff and eat coins.
Have you checked outside?
You don't understand. Last week he made me pick a card and a bird flew out of my mouth. He doesn't own a bird. Where did that bird come from?
Okay.
Oh, no. His parents are pulling in.
Maybe they know where he's hiding.
I'm not going to college. Oh, my God. Am I going to go to jail? Connor!
Ma'am?
You in the f***ing freezer? How do you breathe in there?
It's the ultimate challenge, Crossfire. Crossfire, you get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire, crossfire, crossfire. You'll get caught up in it.
I wanna do a little thing with you. When I say love me, you say sexy. Love me.
Sexy.
Oh yeah, Flat Tropics crowd. Get it going. It feels good, doesn't it? I see some ladies up there want to love me sexy.
Jackie Moon soaking up a robust round of applause as he finishes up his once popular song, Love Me Sexy. I'm Dick Pepperfield, joined as always by former Tropics forward, Lou Redwood.
Yeah, I might suit up tonight. Sometimes I still dream of glory, Dick.
Well, sometimes dreams can turn into nightmares, Lou.
What's your problem?
Now playing Ex-Roommate Confessions Volume 7.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Aaron, it's Dave. How's it going, man? This has been weighing on my conscience a little bit. I always said that I didn't know how your NHL 98 season data got erased in the fall of 2003. But the truth is, I was really pissed about those charges on my Easy Pass from when you wanted to sleep with that roller derby girl over in Jersey without Janine finding out, so you took my Easy Pass 6 times. Anyway, I was pissed off. And also, you knew that Downy is my least favorite fabric softener. Downy has always been my least favorite fabric softener. But when it was your turn to buy softener, you spent our house money on 6 months worth of Downy because that other girl with the tattooed thighs said she likes how it makes men smell like helpless little prairie sheep. Anyway. None of that excuses what I did. Because your save stats on NHL 98 were admittedly truly legendary, man. Like, mad respect, bro. I was an asshole. I should have just grabbed a fistful of nugs out of your Dave Matthews pouch and drank your leftover Stellas from that catering gig like a mature adult. Because I don't think you're ever going to be able to recreate that kind of season you were having, man. I mean, even with the Buffalo Sabres that year, Le Cavalier was already playing at a higher level on the Sega than he did in real life. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. It was tragic, and I was the asshole. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you're going to hear this, but sincerely, bro, my bad. Oh, and if you do hear this, can you return my X-Men animated series VHS tapes before I have to come I mean, what the f*** already?
You have one new voice message. First voice message.
Hey, Jimmy, it's Dave. I feel bad because when you were moving out of the Palmwood Avenue place, and I acted like I didn't know why your Foreman grill was all jacked up, I was being dishonest. I was embarrassed. I was actually the one that ruined your grill. Because do you remember when I was trying to do that punk rock apparel screen printing business out of my mom's Dodge Caravan? Well, my machine was down, and I attempted to press some iron-on fabric sheets using your grill of cartoon Iron Man dressed like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. And I should have known it would come out looking like shit. I mean, the grill marks alone on Tony Stark's suit. I mean, he came out looking like my Iron Zebra. It was no good. I also ruined your cast iron pan. Apparently you're not supposed to scrub them with rusty Brillo pads, let alone, I got impatient with the dishes while you were in Tulsa, and I dragged all the pots and pans out onto the patio and power washed them. You know what? This call was a bad idea. You deserved better, and I apologize. Anyway, sorry, and hey, send me back my Atlanta 1996 Olympic trading cards. I need to sell Dan O'Brien and Dave Johnson to pay for a new food dehydrator. And my Amway dues are due. Okay, thanks.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
We left the little tyke there in the funeral parlor all day. All day. There he was, alone all day with the corpse. Now, he was okay, after 6-7 weeks. And I came around, started talking again.
You're listening to very important radio by very important people.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Only on Radio Detritus.
But he's okay. They get over it. Kids are resilient like that.
Today on How They Do It, plumbuses. Everyone has a plumbus in their home. First, they take the dinglebop and they smooth it out with a bunch of schleem. The schleem is then repurposed for later batches. They take the dinglebop and they push it through the grumbo, where the fleeb is rubbed against it. It's important that the fleeb is rubbed because the fleeb has all of the fleeb juice. Then a shlami shows up and he rubs it and spits on it. They cut the fleeb. There's several hizzards in the way. The blamps rub against the chumbles, and the plubis and grumbo are shaved away. That leaves you with a regular old plumbus.
I always wondered how plumbuses got made.
I always wondered how plumbuses got made.
That leaves you with a regular old plumbus. Everyone has a plumbus in their home.
I always wondered how plumbuses got made.
How many of you listen to music at work? How many of you that applauded to that are surgeons? Now, did you know that? Did you know that surgeons listen to music when they operate? Put on Pandora and just jam out. Some of them make a playlist and just, it's cool, but it's also like a reminder, we're just a gig to them. That's it. It's your life, but it's just there 2:30. Right? I learned this, okay, my little brother is a surgical tech, okay? That's what he does for a living. He assists surgeons in the operating rooms. He wanted me to know that the head surgeon made a play mix that they listened to, and it was comprised of one band, and that band was Korn. Korn! Korn. Anyone remember 90s nu metal phenom, Korn? Spelt with a K and a backwards R. Creators of such hits as All I Do Is Dream About Sex and Freak on a Leash. You remember Surgery Jams. Maybe you're like me and you grew up in the 90s. Well, I saw Korn live in high school, and it sucked. But it wasn't the band's fault, because I couldn't even hear the band over all the chatter in the pit about who got into which medical school, right? Over here was all Johns Hopkins, and over there was all Harvard, and then all Duke. I'm like, guys, pipe down! Trying to listen to Got the Life, man. Korn! Like, remember hardcore Korn fans? Colonels, as I called them. Already spelled with a K, just add a backwards Z. The Colonels looked like the band. And if you remember Korn, the members of Korn all looked like post-apocalyptic Rastafarian carnival barkers with Adidas sponsorships. So you know every Colonel's parents are always coming down on them hard, like, you are never going to amount to squat looking like that. I'm sure a lot of Colonels didn't, except this one. They were like, oh yeah, fuck you, Mom and Dad. I'll show you. And now she's a surgeon. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The surgeon's a woman. Because women can also be Korn fans. And why wouldn't they be with such beautiful lyrics as da boom na da boom na na me na da boom na da boom na na me na da boom na. Those are Korn lyrics, by the way. It's not like I forgot the song and I'm just gibberish singing. Nay, those are the lyrics. Da boom na na me na, and it's written down. It's not like the lead singer was just power scatting in the moment. No, they're written out. If you look up their biggest hit, Freak on a Leash, 250 million views on YouTube alone, look up the lyrics to that song. It's the fucking bridge of the song. Da boom na mina. The fuck is that? Seems like the lead singer of Korn just had epilepsy, and neither he nor the band knew what it was. So when he was about to lay down the vocals for Freak on a Leash, he started having another epileptic seizure. And from the recording booth, the band was like, oh shit, record, man, he's going into genius mode again. Oh God, I blacked out. What just happened? Shit. Another platinum single. But here's the thing. I was a bit of a colonel myself. So I like to give the band the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the lead singer, Jonathan Davis, was a genius, and that power scatting is actually him giving surgery instructions in Latin. That's why they were listening to it in the OR, like, wait, did he just say da boom na namina? Was it namina or mamima? This is important. Namina? Okay, thank you. Scalpel.
Well, like Danny said, I work for WBLM Radio.
Are you a disc jockey?
No, I'm not a disc jockey. You know the commercials that are on the radio?
Oh, do you make all those commercials?
No. Other people make the commercials. I sell them time on our station for the commercials to be on.
So you decide which commercials to use and when?
That's right. Well, no, it's not right. It used to be right. Seems now that I even have to check with the station manager if I want to wipe my nose. Value this time in your life, kids. Because this is the time in your life when you still have your choices. And it goes by so fast. When you're a teenager, you think you can do anything, and you do. Your 20s are a blur. 30s, you raise your family, you make a little money, and you think to yourself, what happened to my 20s? 40s, you grow a little pot belly, you grow another chin. The music starts to get too loud. One of your old girlfriends from high school becomes a grandmother. 50s, you have a minor surgery. You'll call it a procedure, but it's a surgery. 60s, you'll have a major surgery. The music is still loud, but it doesn't matter because you can't hear it anyway. The 70s, you and the wife retire to Fort Lauderdale. You start eating dinner at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You have lunch around 10, breakfast the night before. Spend most of your time wandering around malls looking for the ultimate soft yogurt and muttering, how come the kids don't call? How come the kids don't call? The 80s, you'll have a major stroke. You end up babbling to some Jamaican nurse who your wife can't stand, but who you call mama. Any questions?
Buddy Holly, Ben Hur, Space Monkey, Mafia, Hula Hoops, Castro, Edsel is a no-go. U2, Sigmund Rhee, Paola and Kennedy, Chubby Checker, Psycho, Belgians and the Congo. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Hemingway, Eichmann, stranger in a strange land, Dylan, Berlin, Bay of Pigs invasion, Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Ole Miss, John Glenn, Liston Beats, Patterson, Pope Paul, Malcolm X, British politician, sex, JFK, blown away. What else do I have to say? We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Birth control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon back again. Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock, Bacon, Reagan, Palestine, terror on the airline, Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide, foreign debts, homeless vets, AIDS, crack, burning kids, hypodermics on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roller, cola wars, I can't take it anymore. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, but when we are gone, will it still burn on and on and on and on and on and on? We didn't start the fire.
Do you suffer from feelings of anxiety? Are you worried that you'll never be good enough? That you'll never measure up? Then this summer, you must have been invited to a beautiful gay wedding.
I'm getting invited to so many gay weddings. They're all gonna be so perfect, and that stresses me out.
Well, don't worry, because now there's new Xanax for gay summer weddings. The only anti-anxiety medication that relieves the stress of attending a bunch of spectacular gay summer weddings.
I used to be worried that I wouldn't have the right thing to wear. But now I can enjoy everyone's immaculate pastel suits and forget the fact that I don't even own an iron.
Usually at weddings, I'm the best dancer there. But at gay summer weddings, everyone knows a choreographed dance to a Beyonce song that hasn't even been released yet. I can't stack up to that. That's why I use Xanax for gay summer weddings.
Because your gay friends have it all figured out, and you don't.
At my wedding, we gave guests Cheez-Its and a mini bottle of water. Keith and William gave us 2 tickets to Italy and $40,000.
Barack Obama called to give them his personal congratulations. At my wedding, my grandmother called Obama the N-word in her toast.
So this summer, don't be overwhelmed by the most flawlessly executed wedding you've ever seen with Xanax for gay summer weddings.
Now playing Ex-Roommate Confessions Volume 12.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Chris, it's Dave. I just wanted to apologize for that summer when we were living together in '98 and you were finishing up med school. And I used your tongue depressors like arts and crafts popsicle sticks and built a miniature replica of the Wembley Arena concession stand. I was generally a bit of a jackass, especially around your cousin who drove the ambulance for St. Andrews. I kept pressuring him to take us through the Wendy's drive-thru with the sirens on. He was embarrassed when I made him order off the secret menu. The look on his face when I made him ask for lean cuisine. And, the lady got annoyed when I kept making him ask for some leftover sushi from the break room. Or just if she could give us some Altoids from her purse. I guess not all locations have the same secret menu. Anyway, but, dude, I'm glad you're a doctor now. And also, I need you to do me a favor and check out this lump on my back. It seems to start throbbing whenever I turn on my phone's Bluetooth. Okay, thanks, man. Bye.
You have one new voice message. First voice message.
Hey, Susan, it's Dave. It's been a few years, and we haven't really talked much since we were living together. But I wanted to clear the air and apologize for some of my behavior back then. I was really starting to get out of control with the bong rips every day, the 72-hour no-sleep benders of John and Kate +8. I also treated a lot of your private keepsakes really poorly, like when I borrowed your curling iron and rolled all of the savings bonds from your bat mitzvah into unfilled money cannolis. And I also went through your high school yearbooks and Sharpie mustached your entire swim team with increasingly big mustaches over the 4 years as they went through puberty. I don't know what came over me. I guess it was just the voices. They never really told me to get some rest or go to grad school. But I'm a lot better now, and I don't even need to be on meds. My doctor said just to make sure to sleep at least once a night, and I can't have a DVR in the house. Oh, and do me a favor, do you think I could borrow your DVDs of 18 Kids and Counting? I only need seasons 1 through 10. You're the best. Talk to you soon.
Don't believe this. I get rid of those two evil maniacs who try to ruin my show, and I get two evil guests who are trying to ruin my show.
Fair. Just who came up with the stupid idea of giving Space Ghost a talk show in the first place?
How they gave his own show to Tad Ghostal. Any given second he could go mad postal. Stay waving that power band space cannon. And had the nerve to jump in the face, erase Bannon. Pumped out, luckily he deaded it. Guess who's the schmuck who's credited with editing it? Your man Motar, the cop out. Ain't have no other career choice, he dropped out. Since when the way outs included Zorak. Way back he used to rub his thorax and borax. I'm not the one that sold him to it. If he won't admit it, I'm not gonna hold him to it. It's all love and no hate though. For all that, the villain need to get his own late show. Do a monologue and jest with the guests. Mad Lib switch the beat and walk him to the desk. With Danger holding down the control room. Later again returning from commercial, I told you doom. Early, he's on BPT. Catch him on public access, free TV. And we're back live on the air with Brack. So Brack, how your man got a show that's so whack? Have you ever thought to work with Earl igniting him? Do you got enough oxygen from this toxic phlegm? Another sec, his neck would've got flames. Mouse switched the screen to some hot dames. Tonight's audience received mid-screen video games and 15 seconds of fame. Pitiful lames. It's just a shame. Zoning, competing for the same prime time slot as Conan. No dummy Echigawa. Announcement, free lunch to any stun who lets me flower in the shower for an hour. The kid's supposed to be asleep. Balls to join the sound like Roadrunner. Beep, beep. Later this week, Big Ben Klingon. After him there's no one else we could afford to bring on. Keep it ghetto and let them know BYOB from the get-go. I like to propose a toast to the grossest host. Space holes, coast to coast. That destructor razor played out gag in a cape and a pantsuit. Looking like a straight out dag. Don't mean to sound crunchy. Hit a honey from the back and crumpled up a scrunchie. A light snack, hungry munchie. Felt a funny hunch, then she told him donkey punch me. Tomorrow is Father Guido Sarducci, Father MC, and Charo Coochie Coochie with her new bestseller, Who You Call a Hoochie. A proud sponsor of the Snoochie Boochie Noochies. Look Leela eyeball to eyeballs and find out how they get inside them sugar pie balls. Our next guest, a real cutie specimen, and she's starting to get a little booty. Miss Judy Jetson. So Judy, boxers, briefs, or fig leaf. As you know, I wear my boxers, so my big cue the rapper, tell him bring what little he got. Up against the Billy, it's really not diddly squat until their head hurts. When it come to wreck, cruises like them dudes in red shirts off Star Trek. Key Kirk, Key Spock, Key McCoy. Been B-boy since your judge first squeezed toys. Born to be the host with the most. When it's on, space holes coast to coast.
You think I'm just gonna hand over my show to you, Doom? Have you lost your f***ing mind? Listen, I'm not gonna hand my show over to you. You know why? Because it's my show. Mine, not yours. Space Ghost. It ain't Doom coast to coast. Yeah, sure. Here are the keys to the show. Why don't you drive for a while? Yeah, America's craving some Doom. Here you go.
How's everybody doing tonight? I gotta tell you, I don't know, you know. All this stuff that's going on in the world today, it's like, hello! I mean, come on, it's like, hey, wait a minute, excuse me, I didn't sign off on that. I mean, seriously. I mean, come on, if that's the way it's gonna be, no thank you. I mean, really, seriously, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. Give me a break. I mean, it's really nuts. You got guys over here going, hey, check it out, you know, and you got guys over here going, hey, what do you think, you know? And here I am going, whoa, 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 whoa! Knock it off! I mean, you gotta be kidding me. At this point, it's like, okay, enough. Thank you very much, but no thank you, okay? I mean, seriously, where is it written? Where is it written that that's how it's gonna be, you know? Where's it written? Because I didn't get that memo. I didn't get that. I didn't get a look at that one. Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to This Week in Rock and Roll History. This week we're covering the legendary Brit group, the Shouty Kenneths. The band was founded in 1982 in Kent by Dennis Waterman on vocals, Sandy Peanuts on backing vocals and guitar, Tim Peter Smith playing bass, and Wavy Dave Colin Doggy-style Costello on the battery. Waterman and Peanuts had started a coffee house group as teenagers called Clever Clogs, but after a year attending art school, they connected with Peter Smith and Costello over the nascent new wave scene. Playing gigs at the Shirky Shandy in Chelsea won them the attention of A&R rep Dinky Crittenberg, who signed them and had Clem Fandango produce their first recordings. Those sessions produced their snarly debut EP, Cheap Aftershave and Bullshit, which sold out almost immediately, and they toured England with the Push Push Malcolms in late 1983. Their Christmas single, A Pile of Shit, Your Majesty, unexpectedly dented the lower rungs of the official charts, and the full-length Fuck You, I'm Ginger followed in early 1984. By now, the Kenneths had made their mark as pugnacious and outrageous targets for pearl-clutching mums, and they responded with more of the same on 1985's Moral Atrocity, which featured the singles Condom Kate and Shitbag City. Chastened by the album's lack of success, 1986's Forensically Dull was subtler in its anti-establishment, anti-Thatcherite satire, with Sherlock's Dog and Sad Old Bag still managing to win notice from the NME. Jettisoning Crittenberg hired Fancy Alexander to produce 1987's Nude Shakespeare art class, hailed by critics as a return to form. The arty first single, Agent Shit Farm, was a surprise hit. Expectations were high for 1989's Doing the Voyeurism, and the single Sergeant Shitbrain became the group's highest charting single, even winning some attention on left-of-the-dial radio stations across the pond. They launched a major tour of Europe with Destitute Tramp and Leggy Egg in 1990, and issued the one-off 7-inch It's a Real Shit Sack to benefit Doctors Without Borders. Cracks were showing in the seams, though. Despite having a stable lineup for nearly a decade, all four members had been in and out of rehab multiple times, and the collective strain led to the departure of Peter Smith in 1991. Howard Tissue took over on the low end, and the Manchester-influenced Obnoxious Fuckwit arrived with a flurry of new media attention in 1992. 3 singles, Feisty Tart, Man of Sex, and Blackmail is a Last Resort, but it's still a resort, all hit radio, marking a more commercial turn for the group, even as the title of the containing album was barred from mention on all but the pirate radio stations. Leaning into the Europop lacings heard on Fuckwit, 1994's Cheap Piece of Fluff was a winking, all-too-self-conscious attempt to capture the attention of dance clubs in the midst of the rave revolution, and the 10-minute remix of lead single Pierce Bronson by DJ Karen and Disco Ken struck the music rags as painfully self-indulgent. Still following the trends a bit closely, 1999's Pure Shithouse arrived too late to ride the crest of the American grunge wave, and the jagged, lacerating single, Sling Your Hook and Fuck Off Home, sank without trace in the wake of the post-Britpop hangover. 2002 saw Waterman and Peanuts mellow out with the live album For Fuck's Sake, recorded with bagpiper Frank Forfuck in a pret-a-manger at Heathrow Airport. In many ways, it recalled Waterman and Peanuts' coffee house roots, and in time became a touchstone for the next crop of neo-pagan folkies. Recording again as a quartet, and with post-punk revival hot on the airwaves, they returned in 2004 with Rigor Mortis Audition. The singles Sex Noises and Septum Crowbar introduced them to a new generation, and the Kenneths launched a worldwide tour with Daddy Ketchup supporting. Tune in next week, or visit our website at www.rocktargeted.com.
Radio Detritus is brought to you by Newport Cigarettes, Camel Light Ultra 100s, Marlboro Double-Earthy Chaw, Viceroy Extra Slim Fatties, American Spirit Analog Vape-Papers, Maxwell House Tobacco Roast, Lucky Strike Double-Caffeinated, and Virginia Slims Triple Filters.
Lots of little chocolate chip cookie cereal in every box of Cookie Crisp.